Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm doing something kind of huge, and I'm doing the Kylie, oh god, I'm gonna drop something. The Kylie Jenner holiday kit. I have like the Big Mamba edition, so I'm gonna be reviewing all of those. So all of the lip kits, all of the lip glosses. There was some minis, there was one metallic, which I'm wearing on my lips right now. And then I have kind of my opinion on the wear and the finish and everything like that for those. And then I also have like the little dust bag and the makeup bag, and I can give a little mini opinion on that because that's not what you're here for. And then the 3 cream shadows, the eyeliners, and the eyeshadow palette. So kind of went ham. It's a little embarrassing, but not really. But yeah, so that is what I'm going to be reviewing for you today. I would love it if you would go down below and hit the subscribe button. It would be super awesome, and you'll get to see more cool videos like this. And then I have some cool holiday inspired videos coming up, I don't know, this weekend. And I would really love it if you subscribed and supported me, and you know, you'll get more cool shit. So yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just get started. First thing in this box is the makeup bag that is for the holidays. It's silver, as you can see, and it's very cute. I actually really like this makeup bag. The one for her birthday kit I use every day. I store kind of basic things in there that I reach for every day, and it's just sitting on my nightstand. And this one I actually like. It's a little bit bigger. And oh, there's like the poison packet in there, hold on. And when you open it up, there are 2 pouches in there, which is nice. The other one doesn't have any inside organization. And yes, bigger, has the pouches, the classic lips in the front like always. And then something new is that Kylie is embossed on the back. The next thing, which I'm not really sure the point of this, is a Kylie dust bag. I guess you could like throw things in here and give it as a present and save money on wrapping paper because you spent enough on the present. Anyway, I don't really know what the point of this is, and I don't have any idea what I'll use it for. It'll probably just end up in the trash, or my dog will find it as a toy, or my cat will find it as a toy. My cat will probably try to climb in it, you know, the normal things. But yes, dust bag. I really thought I was getting a Santa hat, and it didn't come with it, and I was really sad because I was going to wear it today in this video. It's not here. Now on to the cream shadows, which I definitely have mixed feelings on because I really enjoyed the birthday ones. They were really pigmented. I hate the word moist, but they were like moist, I guess. I don't really know what word to use to describe them. They were very creamy, very they're almost like a liquid, not a liquid, they're almost like a mousse, I guess. And then when you put them on your hand, they dried very nicely. They were very pigmented. These, on the other hand, do not do that exact same thing. They are patchy in a way. You have to really build them up. You have to really give them some TLC to make them work the way I want them to work, essentially. I was expecting more because the birthday ones were really great. Basically, moral of my story. And this one, I don't know if you can tell, I had to like animal claw into because I couldn't get the box open. Story of my life. Okay. This one is the yellow gold one. I'm actually wearing this today, and I've been wearing this for, well, what time is it? Oh, I've been wearing this eye look for 14 hours, so you do have to give Kylie Jenner that. It is very long wearing. I put this on at like 7:30 this morning, and it's very late at night. So it is long wearing. It does hold your shadows. That is impressive. Was it fun to put this on? No, it was not fun to put this on. So I like put it in my finger. I was like, okay, like, you know, that's fine. I put it on. I was like, okay, it's not very pigmented. And I'll show you a swatch up close, but also just kind of like, that was a lot of swirls through, and it's not, I don't know, it's pretty, but it's not like all that. I don't know. I was expecting more, basically, moral of the story. And I don't know, like, it just blends away. Not to nothing, because it's like, I don't have gold skin, but it doesn't, I don't know, you know, it's just, where did it go? Once it dries down, it stays on my lids. Like, I could see it, you know, at 5 o'clock when I left work, I was like, oh, I can still see the gold under there. Like, okay, like it stuck. My eyeshadow didn't crease or anything. It was a good base. I didn't prime or do anything underneath it. I really wanted to see how this did as itself, and it did do a good job, but it's not like the bam that I was looking for, especially with comparable products that are cheaper, like the Maybelline Color Tattoos. There's literally a gold Maybelline Color Tattoo that is bomb, and this is just like, okay, like it's Kylie Jenner and I paid a lot of money for it, so I'm gonna use it, but was it worth the price? I don't know about that one. This one is the Golden Plum. I think the Camo one is the most pigmented. This one you have to like go over multiple times or else it's going to be very patchy. It just doesn't work itself out very smoothly. Again, a high price point. It's a pretty color, but I wish it was more pigmented. The other thing is once you get them on your eyes, you have to work very quickly because it's not like I say, you know, they blend out to nothing, but they don't blend with a brush very well. So, and I was just like struggling to get them my crease to look nice. I finally just kind of was like, okay, it's blended enough that I can go in with a crease color and a powder and make it look nice. And the next shade is Camo. So you have to put like a lot of swatches on there for one thing. Yeah, a lot of like swirls. And then when you get that on there, you see what I mean? It's definitely the most consistent. It's the least patchy. You do have to kind of work with it again, but it still is so much better than the other two. This one, you know, I wish I could just wear army green on my eyes every day because that makes the most sense to me out of the three of these. Like the gold one, you can't even tell was there. All I'm saying. I'm going to talk about eyeliner, and it comes in this box. It's called Eyeliner. So funny. It's in the color Snow. It comes with a cream like pot, a pencil, and a brush. And so first off, starting with the cream shadow and the brush, I have mixed opinions on this collection, this whole like eyeliner as a whole. So the brush, I think it's very nice. It comes with a brush. Do I love the brush? No, I don't. The brush, in my opinion though, is too thick, so it looks like it's thin. You think like, wow, what a nice brush. But when you actually look at it like dead on, it's too thick. When I do the close-up of the swatches of them, you'll see it makes a very thick line. I would never want a line this thick of eyeliner. The eyeliner looks like this. It's just a white cream, or white, yeah, cream. Gel, it's a gel eyeliner, Emily. It's a gel eyeliner like this. It's nice, it's pigmented. The only thing is, like I said, it makes a really thick line. The thing is I really like about this is when it dries down, it does stay. So if you're, I don't know, you could do a lot of really cool looks with this where you're doing a very dark, sultry, smoky eye, and then you go and do like a white eyeliner. That could be really cool, really unique, really different. And it does stay. Like, it's dried down and I rub it and it doesn't smudge. Like, I'm like, doesn't go anywhere. I do appreciate that because if you rub your eyes or you're wearing it for a long time, like, things are going to move if they are not budge proof. And this is for sure budge proof, and it does do the best job it can do. The pencil I do really like. So when I first saw this, I was like, oh, I have better white pencils. This one budges. That's not something I appreciate. Noting that my waterline, something budging is not really going to work for me in my waterline. Because you can rub it away until literally nothing. All that's there is the cream now. But this morning I was like, I'm going to give the pencil a try. I put it on my waterline. Is it as opaque as it was this morning? No. When I look really close up in a mirror, I'm like, oh, I can see the shadow of that white pencil still. So, and like I said, it's been like 14 hours. So that's saying something. Last thing in the eyes, and this is something I have definitely, there's good and there's bad to this palette. For instance, I really like the eyeliner. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna say actually that this palette's the best part of the eye collection because the cream shadows let me down. The Camo one, pretty. The other two, pretty but kind of duds, but you can make them work. The eyeliner, again, like, I'm just not a person who uses white eyeliner every day, so I can't say like, wow, that's my favorite thing in this entire collection, because, you know, I'm going to use it, but I'm not going to use it on a regular basis. And so I guess my favorite eye item is the Holiday Edition Kylie Eyeshadow palette in Holiday 2016. So it looks like this. Same kind of component. This time it is, well, is it always silver? No, the burgundy one is white. So, and I don't know, I think the bronze one's white too. I don't have the bronze one, but this one's silver. It has like kind of jewel toned teardrops, which are really cool. It's very shiny. And then it has her signature, the names of the shadows, which in my opinion, I prefer the names of the shadows on the front. I just like to know the name of my shadow that I'm putting in my eye. It's just one of my things. I'm just like, oh, I'm putting on burnt toast and I'm very excited about it, versus be like, oh, let me see, like, what color is, oh, it's sugar cookie. Like, no, I just want to know. Don't want to think about it. It comes with 9 shades like her other palettes do. These are more cool toned jewel colors. I'm wearing them on my eyes today over top of that gold cream shadow. The ones that I'm using are, see what I'm saying? The names need to be over here. Okay, so I'm using Sugar Cookie and Chestnut in my crease to blend out the gold to make it look less chunky. And then I did, girl, that's not ginger, oh wait, oh, Silent Night. I was gonna say that's not a gingerbread color. Then I used Silent Night over here to darken up the outer corner. And then I decided I wanted to try and use this middle row. So I think, oh yeah, so I use this shade right here, which is Mittens. And then I put that kind of on the outer half of my eyelid. Yeah, I'm trying to use as many shadows as possible. And then I put this middle silver shade, which is like my favorite one out of the entire palette for sure, and that is called Frosty. And I put that in my inner corner, and then underneath in my water, underneath my lash line, I put Sugar Cookie and Chestnut underneath there. And that is how I achieve this eye look. I'm actually really genuinely happily surprised with how well these palettes, that was a lot of words, with how well this palette held up, like how well my eye makeup looks. Like I will I will insert swatches here of all of the shades. My general overall opinion of it is that I think she has really hammered down a very good matte formula. Like they're very soft. Oh, the green one is like really soft, one of my favorite ones. But they're very pigmented. I'll do like quick little far away swatches here for you, and then we'll do close-up swatches in a second. I know you probably can't see Sugar Cookie very well in the middle. I am pasty and pale, and it actually is kind of dark on my lash, on my crease, which I thought was weird. I was like, this isn't going to show up, and I was like, oh damn, that's dark. But these are very pigmented and creamy, and they blend really, really nicely. No complaints with the mattes whatsoever. So anyway, I think she's done a really great job with her mattes. I don't have her bronze palette, so I just took a nick, like a gash. You're not going to see it. You can't. But nail. That's a problem with having nails. That's why I chew them off. Ugh. Anyway, I don't have the bronze palette to compare like the evolution of her shadows. I know a ton of people were very unhappy with the bronze palette. I have the burgundy palette. I really enjoy the burgundy palette. I think it's really great. I love the mattes. I don't know, and I like the mattes in this one. I think she's really done a good job creating a matte formula, and you know, it's gonna take any makeup company time to work out the kinks and work out the problems, and I think she's done a good job for the most part, especially with the mattes. Anyway, now I'm not going to do swatches of these like last 4 colors I'm going to talk about on my hand right here, but I will do them close up because you'll be able to better see what I'm talking about close up, and it's just kind of like, why bother if you're not going to be able to tell what I'm talking about. So it's the 4 kind of shimmer shades. They're not like the metallic one. The only metallic shade in here is Frosty. These are just like her like glittery shimmer. I don't know what the formula she's calling it is, but it's Mittens, Winter, Nutcracker, and Gingerbread. Okay, what the hell? I'll swatch like 1. Like I'm like really putting my finger in there, and it's like not that pigmented. Like I put it on here and it's just like, you know, I just put my finger in that a lot, and for only that much color payoff, like that's disappointing to me. I think it could just be so much better. Like the equivalent shades, I think, in the burgundy palette are 10 times better. So I have no idea if this is like, I don't know, everyone hates the formula of the stuff in the bronze palette, like the shimmers in the bronze palette, everyone hates. And I was like, okay, like I don't have it, I can't speak for it. And then the burgundy palette, there's one shade, and it's that top like left corner shade that she was like, I left this formula for the upper brow bone, and everyone's like, why the hell is this in here? This is crap. And I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, for one thing, it's too dark on me anyway. Like I'm very fair, so it's too dark for a brow bone highlight or anything, and it's not pigmented enough to do much else with it. So I'm never going to use that shade. This one, on the other hand, I was like, oh, perfect. Like this is the first one I swatched because I was just like a fly to light. But I was like, damn, this is the best palette ever. And I kind of was like, oh, those are gonna be the same. Didn't think about anything. I wasn't like looking at it and being like, no, that's clearly not the same formula. But I was like, oh, they're all the same. This is perfect. This is the best palette I've ever had in my life. And then I went to go like swatch them, and it was just like, there's no color payoff in those 4 shades, just like none. And as you'll see in the swatches, and I don't know, for that kind of money, slightly less than half the shades being kind of like, well, I'll put it on my eye for the fact that I want to put it on my eye, but I'm gonna have to put a lot. I'm gonna have to put some mattes there because it's not gonna do anything. Like I put, what did I call this one? Mittens is apparently this color, but that's never what I would name that. I don't know what I would name it, but not mittens. I put it on my outer half of my lid, like I said, and I was like, okay, well, I can tell that there's like a reddish tint there now, but was that worth my time or effort? No, probably not. So I do like the palette, but I'm not sure if it's like, oh, well, do I like the idea of the palette or do I like the palette itself? I think the mattes are great. I think I will use it again in the future. I really liked my eye look today. It was very pretty. It was very neutral. Like I wore it to work. I wasn't like, oh God, I look like a daytime hooker. And I wasn't like, oh God, someone barfed on my eyeballs. It was like, oh, it's pretty. You know, it's just, oh, it's pretty. And for all the hype she gets and like how much this palette was, it's like, is it worth enough for, oh, it's pretty? I mean, you have to make that choice for yourself. I'll continue to use it because, again, I bought it. I paid for it. I'm going to use it because it's kind of a waste to just have it sit there. And I really do like the matte shades, but the shimmer shades, I'll have to like reach into another palette to use, or I'll just like be like, put them on and be like, wow, I'm underwhelmed. So it's kind of a toss-up. It's more just like, is it something that when you see you're like, I need that because I really like the colors, or I really just want to collect it because it's limited edition and it's Kylie Jenner and I love Kylie Jenner. I don't know, like whatever your reasoning is, then like get it. Like I'm not saying it's bad and you'll hate it. I'm just saying it leaves something to be desired is all I have to say about that. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to make this into 2 videos because I'm pretty sure, even if I talk 1,000 miles a minute, which I probably did, that video is probably 6 hours long, so editing it down is going to be interesting. And adding lips on top of that is going to be impossible. So eye video part 1 is this, and my next video, which will be up the next day, so whatever day this is up. So like, let's say I'm gonna hopefully have this up Saturday, so the lip video will be up Sunday. So if it's Sunday and you're watching if it's Sunday and you're watching this video and you haven't seen the lip video yet, go check that out. It is down below. Press subscribe, go to my channel, you'll get to watch that. Then in a few days after that, I have some other really cool videos coming out, and yeah, like I said, make sure you subscribe because yeah, that's the cool thing to do. All the cool kids are doing it. Anyway, I will see you guys next time, and yeah, have a good night or day or morning.